I keep all my important stuff on my horse. Not that I'm telling you that. I don't want anybody steal my horse. Hey, go check for my horse, will ya? I don't want to steal my horse. I have my private keys in there, and my horse. Check my horse!
I can't tell you.
He's a tech-savvy guy, gonna show you the way. You better load your bags, cause crypto's here to stay. Listen up, gonna teach you about this and that. But he's just a goofy guy in a straw hat. So join in and have a laugh. It's gonna be a good time, that's a fact. Information and crypto parodies. Sit back and enjoy the show. You just never know which way you'll go. So get ready for Digitspin crypto.
Alright, so regarding this phone, I wanted to give you guys an update. Some of you guys saw my unboxing show where I took apart my Electroneum phone, showed you what was inside. I've tried a couple of different SIMs from different companies. I actually have 2 SIMs in there now. You can see 1 and 2 along with my memory module. My Electroneum battery. It's good stuff. And I've had a chance to play around with it. So I went out and purchased 4 or 5 different SIMs, and let me give you the skinny on this. The fact of the matter is, this is a wonderful $79 phone retail price, and I'm sure you're going to find it a lot cheaper. And as we go along, what the bandwidths are, here's the big rub. And this is for United States people only. Richard, when he had mentioned, he said, yeah, we're going to bring it to the United States. It's super exciting. We're going to bring it to the United States, but we have to have a different version made because it needs the different bandwidths. And he is ding ding correct. Alright, I purchased a lot of different SIMs, and depending on what city you're in, what's happening is that there's a 1900 megahertz bandwidth output that can transmit on G2 and G3 GSM. Alright, I don't know if you don't understand that. Basically, there are built-in bandwidths that this can transmit in. Those bandwidths are of an older nature in the United States. In Europe, in South Africa, and in the middle, in Eastern in Asia, not a problem. They're using all that technology. But here in the United States, most of the companies have removed those transmitters. So, started with SIM A, which is AT&T. I popped that in during the show, and if you noticed, I wasn't able to connect. So I did a little research. This phone, if you're in a major city, they've kept a lot of the older communications transmitters in those cities because there's a lot of international traffic, people that come in from out of the country that have a lot of those older phones, and they have the ability to still communicate and use their phone here in the United States. So if you're in New York or some of these larger cities, you're not going to have a problem. So if you're in the rest of the United States, land-wise, the other 98% of the United States land-wise, those transmitters have been mothballed regarding AT&T. So my phone is transmitting and looking for a transmitter, but where I am, There is no bandwidth transmitter that's in this phone from Asia. And so Richard is right. They have to create an American version. An American version would have the new 4G and 5G using the AMST transmission band, and whether they use GSM, the newer version of GSM, that's fine. But there are new bandwidths and protocols that are transmitted. So to release this phone from Europe or from Asia into the United States is practically worthless unless you're using it on Wi-Fi. And so they, I think Richard was saying that they're going to look into making a North American version. And so if you're in the United States or North America, you're going to want to wait for the North American version of the Electroneum phone. And hopefully we'll see that, unless you plan to use it only on Wi-Fi. If you're just using it on Wi-Fi, works like a banshee. Now I tried T-Mobile, and there's a couple of virtual mobile providers like Simple Mobile and a few others. Now T-Mobile still has in effect the 2G transmission capabilities. They actually still are transmitting on them. So with the SIM from T-Mobile, or from I picked up a Simply Mobile SIM card. I'm able to get it online. I'm able to connect. I'm able to text and SMS and make phone calls with it. It's pretty exciting. It's nice, but I'm connected at 2G modes, and as far as surfing or getting data in any usable quantity so that you can use the phone to watch a video or to even browse the internet is like watching grass grow, and basically ineffective and not really something that's going to work out. So you definitely want to wait for the North American version of your Electroneum phone if you're in North America. Alright, so a little tip on that, unless you're planning just to have it to squirrel away or to use it as Wi-Fi. Now you can use, there are some apps that you can put on. I forgot which one I got. Let's see if we can load it up while we're talking. There was an app that I put on there, Text Now. I think it was called Text Now. And it gave you a virtual phone. So if you're using Wi-Fi, it would give you a phone number. You could pick a phone number, and it would give your phone a phone number and the ability to get text messages and make phone calls and everything through Wi-Fi. And so the phone would work as you thought. Let's see here. Yeah, it's called Text Now. Yeah, Text Now. And that worked. And that allowed me to do all sorts of fun stuff. You can see I'm getting all these text messages and things coming through on the phone. So keep that in the back of your head. If you're gonna want to get one of these, you're gonna want to use it on Wi-Fi if you're out in the boonies. If you're not in a big city, and if you have the opportunity to wait for the North American version, you're going to be extremely satisfied with the phone to be used to do that. So that's my big feedback and tip. Phone's been awesome. It's working like a champ. I've been having a lot of fun playing around with it. I did a factory reset on it, and don't do a factory reset unless you absolutely have to. I did a factory reset, and it erased the preloaded Electroneum app that was on there. It reloaded the Android Go and all the base functions, but I lost the Electroneum app, so then I had to go to the App Store and download it. But it seems like the app is a little bit different. There's a special version or something that they've put on the phone when it came from the factory. But I still have all the graphics and everything. I wanted to test it, so I did a factory reload on it. But it works like a charm. Now I thought also that there was going to be, if you had the phone, that you would earn more electronium than if you didn't have an electronium phone. I would give a little bit more if you had an electronium phone, but I'm not the person that makes that decision. So it would appear that it's based on geography and not the physical phone itself being in your paws. So if you're in, if you're in South Africa and you're on that particular network, obviously those folks are earning more electronium per day than the average bear. And it has nothing to do with the physical phone itself. It probably has to do with what network you're connected to. If you're connected to the South African network, obviously, you're on the African continent, and they'll issue you more electronium. But that's my feedback for you guys and information regarding it. It's important, and keep that in the back of your head. And as soon as they do come out with a North American version and it's on Amazon, I'm going to purchase one. I saw that some people already did purchase some in Britain from Amazon. At least I saw some telegrams, so I think they sold out of them. So that's kind of cool stuff. All right.